everyone. We are so excited to be back once again to get together and talk about real woman issues that concern friends, wives, mothers, educators, and entrepreneurs. I cannot wait to start the show, so let's get going.
First of all, who listens to podcasts already? Like, raise your hand if you listen to podcasts.
But like Scary Murder.
Okay,
Yay.
so some people listen to Scary Murders. We have some, I like to listen to the nerdy ones with my babies. We listen to science ones on NPR, so they love those. So this is just a relatable mom one, as she said, mom and teacherpreneur one.
All right, so right now, officially, following, handles, all that stuff, get that taken care of. You know the deal. Get your phones out. If you want to hear our podcast, go ahead and download it now, and that would be great. We're on iTunes, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. So all you non-iPhone, you can still listen. That's not an excuse. So, go ahead. And if you want to be a part of our super secret special group, in Remind, go ahead and join that. It will be done at the end of the conference. So get in there so we can have special contacts with you, extra information. We'll be more than willing to share with you, okay? All right. So today, we're going to do, tonight, we're going to do 2 segments. And you want to talk about the segments, Keisha?
Okay.
Okay.
Of course I'll talk. All right, so our 2 segments that we're going to do tonight are Teacher Talk and Friend Fix. Teacher Talk is just all about all the things that kind of gripe us and that we talk about in the Teacher's Lounge. But it's like sometimes people don't bring us back around to the positive because a lot of times we stay in that funky place of that energy. And then sometimes we talk about the real things that teachers might be embarrassed to talk about out loud. So today what we're talking about on Teacher Talk is mental health days. And then we're going to do Friend Fix, which is our other most favorite section, Friend Fix.
I already have a question. I have a question. Thank you, Go Noodle, for sponsoring us with... Yeah, we have to shout them out. With the entertainment and the beverages. We're not going to say what kind because this may be a teacher health day for some of you guys.
Yes.
I know that... Wait, is this a teacher health? It's a mental health day? Is it mental health for you?
Let's talk about that. So, this was not supposed to be a mental health day for me. I'm just going to be honest. It was just like, I'm going to the conference and I'm going to have fun and I'm going to do the podcast. However, unfortunately, it seems as if there was something else in store for me. On Tuesday, I had a student who wrecked my whole office and all I could do was watch and just wait patiently because he was that type of baby, you know. And then Friday, I got cursed out by a 5th grader. So, guess what this turned into this weekend? It turned into a mental health day. Because at first it was just supposed to be, all right, we're going to work, do the business. Nope, it turned into a mental health day. So at first I was sad about leaving my school. But after getting cussed out on Friday, I was like, perhaps this should be a mental health day. So I'm going to go back fresh tomorrow. Was it a mental health day for you?
Okay, so in all actuality, she asked me about mental health days and I try to I'm a little more serious than she is. So right, she asked me about mental health days and I admitted that I don't really take them as much as I probably should. And it's kind of funny how you guys are all here and probably it's a mental health day, but you're actually like learning stuff about teaching. Yes. So that's kind of the nerdy teacher answer to yes. This is a mental health day, but if my principal asks, it is not a personal day. I am developing myself, right?
Yep.
So you guys developed yourself today, didn't you?
Yes. Who learned something today?
I mean, Ashley made me feel a little bit intimidated.
With all the
organization. I had to take a step out of the room first to take a deep breath, get myself together, and come back in and be ready, right?
Yeah.
Casey, talk to the heart.
Oh, I have to put my life mask on today after getting cussed out. I had to put it on myself. That's what he was talking about, right?
Yeah.
We had to get oxygen.
Yeah, so tonight is definitely just to unwind and kind of decompress from all of that and think about other things. When you get back to work, you can work. But right now, we're just going to have fun, okay?
Yes.
All right.
So does anybody around the table take mental health days? Would you like to talk about that, Tutu? Tutu teacher? Ma'am?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you take a mental health day or sick day, maybe towards the end of the year when things are just like too much and you have like a billion things on your plate and you're just like, I'm out. I'll see y'all on Monday. Give yourself a 3-day weekend.
What day? So Friday?
I do what I need to do.
Okay, hold on. I feel like I have a rule about that. Like, I just feel like you shouldn't take it Monday or Friday. I feel like Wednesday, maybe. You need a break, come back, do it again. But Friday and Monday are taboo. That's just like, oh, I see, that's a mental health day. Like, you have an excuse if it's the middle of the week. But, Friday, it's questionable.
Okay, middle of the week does not seem as intentional if you're trying to camouflage it. I agree. So if you want to camouflage your mental health days, perhaps they should be on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Not so obvious. So what are the reasons that you might take a mental health day?
Mine are very similar to yours. Like the other day when I came out of school and my glasses are like, whoop, up here. And it's like those memes you see where you walk in at the beginning of the day all looking good and then you leave at the end of the day and you're like, did I look like that all day?
Right.
So I think like the day after that kind of day, you need a mental health day.
Absolutely. So my question is, what do you think might happen if you didn't get that day? We kind of talked about that outside on the patio. Sometimes we might get to the breaking point where we're about to cry or we're just, taking it out on kids. If you start feeling that kind of feeling coming on from an administrator's standpoint, please go ahead and take that day. We don't want kids to suffer, but you do have to be mindful about how many of those days you take, because y'all know, I'm sure your principals have spoken to you about absenteeism, but we would rather for you to just go ahead and get that day in rather than, taking it out on kids, because we can all get grumpy. Not saying I've not been there before, so perhaps I told one of my very good friends, she got mad about like holidays. Clearly we have built-in holidays. She's like, oh my gosh, y'all got another teacher work. She's not an educator. Y'all got another teacher's work day? And I'm like, baby doll, you know how you don't like to be at home with your child all day by yourself? Just you and that child? I promise you. She doesn't want to be there with your child and 23 others. Okay? Like, I said, you better be glad because now you have a child that can come home to you. Because if that teacher didn't get that break, guess what might happen?
Mental.
We shall not say it out loud. We won't. We're not going to say it. So what do you take mental health days and what might be your reason sometimes?
I feel like I haven't really, but this whole trip has been a mental health weekend because I was at that point, you hit 25 kids, kindergartners, and you're like, ugh, I don't even have enough table space for you all. So It was good to step back and really figure out why I'm teaching in the first place.
Amen. Thank you. I love that. I feel like a lot of people are definitely getting recharged, which is what Teach Your Heart Out is all about. Just
Shout
coming
out
in.
Teach Your Heart Out conference.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks for having us.
Teach your heart out. Like, it really is a matter of the heart. Teaching, that is exactly what it is. And sometimes if we feel like our heart is getting a little weary, wounded, and sad, preacher's daughter. If you feel like your heart's getting a little weird, wounded, sad, it is better to take that step away so you can give all that you can. You can teach with all of your heart. So shout out to y'all for recognizing and signing up for the Teach Your Heart Out conference. This was really, really good for all of us, administrators and teachers.
All right.
So calm.
I'm the calm before the storm. That's all that is. So we were going to talk some Friend Fix.
Yep.
Okay. Friend Fix is my favorite. Friend Fix.
We always sing it on the podcast.
On the podcast. When you listen, you'll get it. Okay. Okay. So what's our topic about Friend Fix? Let me see.
What's your favorite non-teaching?
Oh, the question is, what's your favorite non-teaching thing to do?
Yes, we're going to just go around the table and let all of y'all answer
Do you guys want to hear mine, or do you just want to? Okay, me first. Me first. Teachers always go first, and then you share, right? Pedagogy. Let's see. My favorite non-teaching thing to do is
festivals.
I do. Okay, Atlanta. We have lots of festivals. I also like whiskey. Is that a thing to do? Yes. No. I can look at it. I don't have to drink it. Right? Also, I have kids. Really, the sad thing is a lot of my favorite things to do that aren't teaching is working. So I'm an entrepreneur, so there's side hustles that are always going on. It's just kind of the way that we live our lives. So it's not always just chilling, watching Netflix, but definitely just doing meaningful things with my time. So that's cool. How about you?
I'm from Colorado, so one of the big things is hiking. We love to go hiking, find some good hiking trails, maybe go to brunch afterwards and rejuvenate yourself and reward yourself after a long hike.
Reward yourself.
We have a lot of good brunch places in Denver, so.
Oh,
That's what you like to do.
can I say something? I love what you just said, Lindsay, about rewarding yourself, because sometimes as career women and teachers, and some of you are mommies, we don't take a moment to step back and celebrate and reward ourselves, because we do work doggone hard. Like, I mean, all we do, we work, we're grinding, we're trying to make everything all right for everybody, our students, ourselves, but we do oftentimes neglect ourselves. So I love that you said that part about rewarding yourself. It is a reward. This is a reward. Y'all made it through learning all day. Yay! Celebrate you! Woohoo! How about you? That's Sarah.
Well, I should probably say exercise, but which I do sometimes, and honestly, that does help with the mental health.
Right.
That's so true.
The stresses that come with teaching, but I'm also a huge reality TV junkie.
What show? What show? Tell me.
Everything?
All of them.
A lot. Real Housewives in particular.
Oh, yeah.
Shame.
Shout out to Atlanta.
I know.
So yeah, both those things.
Awesome. We always feel like we had to keep reality shows a secret. I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm watching The Bachelorette. Don't tell nobody.
I'm a nerd, so I love books. I go to book conferences.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, I like to read. I don't know. I like to I do. I like makeup and buying things, so I do that a lot.
Same.
I love reality TV. Love and hip hop.
Oh, you know, you have to whisper that one.
It's bad, but it's good.
It's like a train wreck, and you you're supposed to look away. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
yes.
I love it.
I'm also from Colorado, so hiking as well. And I just love baking.
Ooh.
Sometimes I like to eat my feelings. You know, I'm sure I'm not alone in that one.
Nope.
But,
Wow.
hiking and baking and yoga, because I feel like I should say exercise.
Yeah, we should. We should. Yes, we all like eating our feelings away. I know I always have to have like a 2:00 chocolate break. Am I the only one? I am really running through the whole building. I'm like, I know somebody got a Snickers up in here. Can I please have one? I just got cussed out. All right, so our next question is, ooh.
I thought we were gonna bring Kayla in.
Go ahead and get her. I'm going to keep talking.
Okay.
What is your go-to look at school? I'm going to tell you what my go-to outfit is. My go-to outfit is a pencil skirt. I bet you couldn't have guessed that. And a Right Stuff Chicks t-shirt. I'm not even going to lie. Oh, my gosh.
Here's my favorite outfit.
I think hers is pencil skirt as well, and flats. So I love throwing on a pencil skirt with some cute flats and a Right Stuff Chicks shirt. My favorite one is Kind People Are My Kind of People. And I'm going to tell y'all, when I know that I'm about to have a big day of discipline, because, you know, it was still there at the end of the day when I left that night. When I get to school, I'm like, I'm wearing my Kind People Are My Kind of People shirt, and I'm going to let them know. So I put it on, and I bring them in my office. I'm like, read my shirt. And they read it, and I'm like, and right now, you're not my